How about those pipes? Pretty impressive.
Top notch.
Carmen Yurko and Harry, the Afternoon Saloon, till 7 on ESPN 1000. Jim Cornelison, who sings the national anthem over at the United Center for all the Blackhawk games, is with us live in studio. It's good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
Make sure his mic's on.
Yeah, let's
Which
get
mic?
that mic on, fellas.
Which mic, boys? There it is.
6, 7,
That's better.
12. We'll get
That's
it.
better.
Nice job.
Say hi again so everybody can hear those pipes.
Hello, it's nice to be here. There you go.
It's great to have you on board.
Last night it was rocking again, Jim. How much of a difference have you been able to tell from the regular season? And it's been great this last year that fans are back.
Really,
the tradition is back. But how about the home games so far? I guess that was the fourth home game last night of the playoffs.
Right. Well, that point you make about this season being so much greater than what's been happening in the previous years is true. But man, that first playoff game blew me away. It just was such a dramatic difference between what had happened in the season previously.
And I think it's been getting better and louder every game. I
Oh,
mean, I was at
absolutely.
game one against the Flames. I was at the game last night. It's just spectacular.
How does one get this gig? How do you get to be the national anthem guy for the Chicago Blackhawks?
You know, I came to Chicago in '95 because of the Lyric Opera's apprentice training program, and
Same reason I came here.
yeah, I'm hoping to hear
wish.
you sing sometime, Harry.
Well, you don't want to hear that.
Oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. So you came for the Lyric Opera in 1995.
That's right. I came in '95, and a friend of mine was singing in the chorus, and he's that I knew from graduate school, and he said, "Hey, Jim, you want to come on down and sing the anthem for the Hawks? See if you can be part of the rotation because they have like 5 or 6 guys doing it."
Right, usually.
Yeah. So I went down. I sang in the empty United Center with Frank, and I mean the sound was just all
Booming.
over the place.
Booming, yeah.
So it was kind of interesting. Yeah, they said go ahead, and so I was part of the rotation.
I think what's making these national anthems so great right now is that you're doing the Canadian national anthem first. It's almost like a warm-up act. You're your own warm-up act. And yesterday you had like a little, I don't even know if you're aware of it, you had like a nice little smile after the Canadian anthem, like, all right, now it's time for ours. Let's get our team going.
I don't know if I've been told that I smile there. I wasn't aware of it initially. I guess I've become aware of it. But I sincerely love that transition from the Canadian anthem to the American anthem. And, I'm proud of the Blackhawk fans for being respectful with the Canadian anthem. I mean, there is a time or two I've heard people make a boo or something, but you know what? I'm singing that for the guys on our team who are
Absolutely.
Canadian, and I'm proud of the respect they show. And then we come into the American anthem, and that's what we're about.
We're not like the classless people in Montreal the last couple
No.
years that have booed
Yeah.
the Star Spangled
Terrible.
Banner in the playoffs against the Boston
Barely
Bruins.
human up
We've
north.
got
Right.
much more class than that. It's a nice anthem. I mean, it really is. And I joked a few weeks ago with these guys. I've been going to the United Center and Chicago Stadium before that since I was 6 years old with my dad and my family to see Blackhawks games because
You were a youth.
we come from a hockey family. And I, over the years, got to know the Canadian national anthem because I heard it sung so often, and I saw so many Hawks Maple Leafs games and Hawks Jets and Hawks Canucks, and it just, I knew it, and Hawks Oilers, and even these guys didn't believe me, and I sang it for them. So I think it's nice that people sort of embrace it. They know that the majority of the players in this league are Canadian to begin with, and everybody sort of follows along until we can really get loud and crazy
Right.
for our national anthem.
Right, and if you're pumped, the Chicago tradition is the American anthem, right? You wait for the anthem and then
Let it fly.
let it fly,
go.
man.
Let it go.
Jim, explain something to me. The Blackhawks are doing these watch parties when the team is on the road for the playoffs. You're singing the national anthem every game at Harry Carey's Tavern in Wrigleyville.
That's right, yeah.
Great spot. So how is it that you told me you were more nervous to sing for a couple hundred, 250 people at Harry Carey's Tavern than you were for 22,600 last night? How could that be?
It's so much more intimate when you're at Harry Carey's. I mean, that first time I sang, there were people 3 or 4 feet, away from me in every direction, and so they're
Staring right at you.
They're right on top of you, and so you feel a little more exposed in some way, even though, like you said, it's a couple hundred people. But when they're right in your face, there they are.
Yeah, they're right there.
Jim Cornelison joining us in studio. Carmen Yurko and Harry sings the national anthem over at the United Center for all the Blackhawks games. And you talked about first being part of that rotation. I know for years, too, the Bulls used to use a lot of different guys from the Lyric Opera. The Hawks have done it. The Bulls still bring in a plethora of people over the course of the year, though.
Right.
How did and when did the Blackhawks finally just say, Jim's our guy, we're settling on Jim Cornelison?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but this is the first year when I have been the branded singer for the Blackhawks. I think it happened last spring when I sang on the WGN interview when they announced that WGN would carry the games, right? And I sang on the Spike O'Dell show, and the people in the room were, I think Rocky Wirtz was there, John McDonough, Jay Blunk, Spike O'Dell.
Group.
I think Makita or Dennis Savard, I can't remember, but you know, you sing for this very select group of 6 or 7 people, and they seem to really like it. I think that's what did it.
All right, we have a list of song requests. People have been texting us all day. I mean, we got so many.
Whatever you're comfortable
Total
with.
Eclipse of the Heart.
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, These Eyes.
We thought it'd be funny with your classically trained opera voice, the booming anthem singer, to take like classic, rock songs and stuff.
So when we get to something that you think you'd like to do, let us know.
I just want to say that this is the price of being a friend with Harry Teinowitz.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
I met him a couple months ago or 3 months. I don't know.
It's not easy.
In the pub, right.
You're the only one that said you're friends with him, too. Most don't claim him.
It's amazing what conversations come out over a Guinness.
All right, so how about Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones? Any interest?
Oh, God, I bet I know it, but I can't think of it.
How about the Roadhouse Blues, Light My Fire?
Light My Fire.
Want to do Light My Fire?
Yeah, I can do Light My
right.
Fire.
Do Light My
I
Fire.
think.
Let's
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right, let me think about it.
All right, yeah. Don't think long. Think long.
All right, let's try this opera style, right?
Yes.
That's what you want?
Yeah, do it opera style.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, you couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yeah,
I like that. Now that is solid.
He likes the lamp.
Is that Paul Potts? Who is that?
That's pretty good.
That is top notch.
Wait, let's get a couple. We literally we have hundreds. Tiny Dancer, Shook Me All Night Long, Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Stairway to Heaven. You want to try Stairway to Heaven?
Stairway to Heaven. That's a classic,
Led
right?
Zeppelin. That's a
Everybody knows that
classic.
one.
It's a
All
little
right, let's
slower,
try it.
but you want to try it?
Yeah,
Well,
we can give that a shot.
That gives the true operatic tones a chance to go ahead and reverberate throughout the studio.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
That's outstanding.
Somebody get me a lighter.
We need to do a whole album like this. Jim Cornelius and sings the great hit.
Yeah, we need to do that with an electric guitar screaming, right?
Yeah.
Do one more, because I thought of this one and somebody texted it too. If you're a fan of the Man in Black, Ring of Fire. Give us a little Johnny Cash.
I love the Ring of Fire.
All right,
Matter of
let's
fact,
see.
One of my
earlier.
favorites.
A little earlier, I had a little Ring of Fire going on. Hey.
This is different.
Great. Is that a medical problem?
With Yurko, it is.
We're treating it with the salve for now.
Preparation H.
Okay. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. That ring of fire.
That is top notch. That is top notch.
You gotta get low for Johnny, right? He had that thing going.
If I could sing like you, my wife would just want to be intimate with me every night.
Now she punishes herself.
Yes, you've become such a star, yet you're
You need
still
a lot more than just the voice.
Jim, you become very big, but you still seem very humble. You're not walking around going, "Hey, I'm the national anthem singer." I hope you enjoy this run. People should be calling you up to sing at schools, at weddings, and bar mitzvahs, and you'll be at Harry Carey's Tavern for the rest of the Black
We're going to be there
programs.
Saturday again. Yeah, it has been a lot of fun. I say, come on down, folks.
You do a great job, Jim. You really do.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Have they let you know? I mean, is this your gig next year too, going forward?
Yeah. We're planning on doing it next
Beautiful.
year too. So
Do you do this out of goodness of your heart, or you get paid for this little dude?
I get paid something.
Got to
for
wet
it.
your beak a little bit. I mean, you got a set of
beak.
pipes like that. You're not going to do it for free.
Got to wet your beak.
Jim, you really are. You do a great job. Everybody over there is
Thank
falling
you,
in love
thank
with
you.
you. So nicely done, and thank you for popping in today.
All right, yeah, my pleasure. Can I just quickly say that some guy sent me down here with a pizza for you, and I left it in my car.
Bring it up.
And I told him when I said, well, I met Yurko once, and I know there's no way he would turn it down.
That's right. I'll eat
Bring it
it.
on up. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll send my son up with it. It's Eduardo's on Halstead. They're huge Hawks
send it
fans,
up.
huge you guys
It's
fans.
good. It's good
Yeah,
pie.
if I don't give them that plug, they're gonna quit giving me free sandwiches.
Well, that would
And that would be a
suck.
bad thing.
That would suck.